Welcome to Slayerfest 98. I'm Ian Carlos Crawford.
I'm Anthony Oliveira.
I'm Rose Dommu.
And I am Brett White, and today we are here to talk about the X-Men 97 Season 2, Episode 7, Strangeland Savage Heart.
Yes.
And
Rose and Anthony, it is your first time on for this season of the coverage, for this coverage of this season. Rose, I'm curious, what have you felt so far about the season?
I've been really enjoying it. I think I really like that a lot of the things I enjoyed about the first season have carried over. Like the emphasis on horror specifically
Yes.
has been so great to see there be even more of, like, after the episode in the first season with the owl demon. Like, that still scares me. I like that they
Mhm.
really doubled down on it. The season was, I guess, maybe a little hard to get into towards the beginning, just with the nature of the of everyone being split up
Yeah.
across different stories and timelines. But I like that it's all now converging, and there's been some good new character additions. I really love Polaris. Thank God she's not a cop anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's been a really fun season.
I said this, but I did like a post about this, but I felt this watching last week. She's like very Faith the Vampire Slayer coded,
Oh,
Mm.
absolutely.
right?
Yes. Meaning, why is her love interest a man?
Yeah, also, yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm gravitating towards this tough woman in like black skinny jeans and like a baby doll tank. Oh wait, it's
You're
Faith.
shocking.
Yeah, yeah. Anthony?
I also am enjoying it a lot. I think I had more patience for the split plot at the beginning, although I was surrounded by drunk gays at a party when I was watching it. So maybe that's why. But I still feel like the show is cramming too much in an episode sometimes. I think the one that really I was like, you got to get rid of one thing here was the Weapon X one, where it's like, I don't need the Brood and Omega Red. I need you to talk about the thing
The
this
Omega Red
episode is about.
especially was like a hat on
Yeah.
a hat on a hat. Yeah.
Yeah, and that has always it also just feels like it's burning through what can be season-long arcs in like
Yeah.
half an episode sometimes, and it's like, okay, like that part has been a little odd for me. Like I literally don't know which X-Men are going to be in the opening credits because the cast seems to change episode to episode. Um, but when it works, it's really working. When it gets to be rich about its content, it's fun. I like season two is now doing this thing where it's like, we're gonna do things the comics never did, like the Polaris Bishop plot that is emerging. It's like that's new. I've never
Yeah.
seen that before, but they are vibing. So,
mhm.
and yeah, I do love her too. I love the arc she's getting. I kind of wish even though the show never does this, I kind of wish you would keep Magneto off stage for a while just to let her breathe for a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm digging it.
Yeah. I agree with all the things both of y'all said. Brett, what did you think of this episode?
I watched it yesterday morning at like 7 a.m. Before I had coffee, so my brain is and I've been going since then, baby. I'm trying to even remember it. I remember I liked it. I remember it was a lot more emotionally nuanced than I was maybe ready for. Because there's a lot. Nightcrawler has a fascinating arc in this episode to me, and love seeing Polaris in the opening credits. But like the macro thing is that I'm really excited for the fact that they know they have season 3 and 4.
Yes. Yeah.
So like, however fast uh season 2 feels, I am comforted in the knowledge that like now they know we have a future. It's kind of like when Lost decided like we're doing 3 12 episode seasons, and so like now we know.
Yeah.
Because part of me wonders if they were like really booking it in these first 2 seasons because they didn't know how much time they
Uh-huh.
had.
Yeah. I can see
And
that.
so I'm really hoping that I think I'd mentioned this last week about the Star Wars trilogy aspect of it. If like season 1 is A New Hope, this is the dark, everyone's split up middle chapter, and then 3 is I kind of am foreseeing, I don't know, like a whole, like this being a part of a larger whole in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think with this episode, it's weird because it's like I'm still I like what you said, Anthony. It's like I'm still really enjoying this, but I do have a little bit of concern with how fast we're going through stuff. And I know people had that issue last season. It didn't bother me as much last season because it felt like we were still sticking with the same characters, so we were getting them to have an arc.
Hmm.
And this feels a little too like we're breezing through stories. We're also changing the cast every 2 episodes. And I'm Polaris is getting, it's wild to say that she's got this great arc and she's in 2.5 episodes, but she does. I think she's had the best arc so far for me this season. But even that, it's like she's coming in at the end here, and I'm just unclear where we're going, which is both good and bad, because I just don't want us to breeze through the Gambit broke stuff when we get there. And we only have 2 episodes left. And I like the way
What?
they deal with
There's
Bree.
only
That's
two
true.
episodes left.
Right.
Fuck.
But don't
Okay,
worry, they'll cram
that
in
is
18 stories.
that is kind of crazy because I do feel like at this point last season, we already knew what
Yes.
the final conflict was going to be.
Hmm.
And the thing about this episode was that I did really think we were going to set it up. And yet this episode felt more like I don't want to say filler episode, but
People get
it
mad at that, I
very
know.
it just very much more was like episode of the week. It was like a very contained. It weirdly became like To Kill a Mockingbird for a stretch, where Nightcrawler was a lawyer all of a sudden.
Right.
Yeah, knowing that there's only 2 episodes left, I guess we must be building towards some kind of insane cliffhanger. And so maybe that is both like the positive and the negative of them
Yeah.
already knowing there's a season 3 is like there's not much of an imperative that this season tell like a full contained story, which might make the finale like very thrilling, but ultimately a little disappointing. But I'm trying not to get ahead of myself.
There's an interesting symmetry with the 92 series because, like, I view the season 1 of the 92 series as like a perfect 13 episode distillation of like what the X-Men should be. Like, it's just like
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
everything is like perfect, perfect, perfect. Season 2 is a weird season that is a lot of tangents. Like, every character gets their own, like, that's where like this the Storm Mishnari Shadow King and like Gambit with Kandra in New Orleans and like everyone has their own episode and then it comes together to fight Sinister at the end. And then season 3 is Phoenix Saga and Dark Phoenix Saga. So like
Which fucking
part of
rules.
me is wondering like they can't be doing that intentionally, but like it does feel like there's a precedent. Like, you know, next season is going to be a epic thing.
But that also reminds me, like, well, I guess Ian will follow me on this one. Like, Veronica Mars season 1 is like this perfect
Yes.
macro because they had years to think about it, right? And like, it's like a perfectly told. And then 2 is like, well, the macro doesn't totally work, but like individually, we now understand the characters and what kind of stories we can do in this frame with them. So I don't mind when it does like a quote unquote filler episode and just does like a character sketch. I just like, and like it's just hard to, as Rose was saying, like hard to see what the I can imagine using Polaris like pushing on the idea that she's like the daughter of Xavier and of Magneto to sort of thread the needle of this season. Um, my anxiety is we seem to be building towards one of my least favorite apocalypse arcs where it's like Gambit is a horseman and Polaris is a horseman. And it's like I don't
Yeah.
care too much about that era, but um it's just hard to see where all this is going to fit if indeed it has to fit somewhere.
Well, it's like Rose said that last season we could see the vision. We knew the big
Hmm.
bad. We knew I think they added Sinister in a little bit later, but it still was like, okay, but he's working for Basti, so it's like
Sure.
fine. And it felt like this does not feel like we're heading towards something other than like but now it feels like we just don't have enough time left for the apocalypse storyline. So I do think it'll end up being a cliffhanger. I do know, and this is devoid of any hot takes, I do know that apparently starting with last episode is where they started rewriting after they let Bodemayo go. I was told that
Oh,
that's the episode where
interesting.
they started rewriting everything.
Last was the Weapon X one.
No, the when Polaris first comes back.
Polaris v
Really?
Danger.
Because I thought that at Weapon X one felt like it had rewrite after rewrite in it. I felt like I was watching a thing that was stapled together out of like 3 different scripts.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
also know that they reorganized all the episodes.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
The
because I
X
felt like
Source was supposed to be later. Yeah.
okay,
okay.
that makes sense considering that this season feels much more episodic
Hmm.
Yeah.
than last season does. It's very much giving the Odyssey. Just to be topical,
You know.
whip it out.
I want to point out both the opening credits. So we mentioned Polaris gets her own title card, which I loved. Did we notice the like sneaky of like the Mystique scene and then Val
Yes,
Cooper?
I wrote it in my notes because I was like, is she coming? Is she here? Is something coming to banish the vision of Rebecca Romaine's bad wig?
I feel
It would make sense if Mystique, because I'm having trouble squaring the Val Cooper that we saw. I mean, not really. I'm not having that much trouble squaring the Val Cooper we saw at the end of season one with this Val Cooper.
Hmm.
But if they want to say this Val Cooper is Mystique, who's like, let me just
yeah.
fuck shit up. Like I buy that. And also, sorry, as someone who, and I went on this tangent last week, as someone who loves Peter David's X Factor from the '90s run, I'm still like, God damn it! Like there's interesting stuff here. They're good characters. like there's something. Yeah, I don't know.
So are we positing that the switch was between one and two, if that's what it was? Like, because like
I
I feel like Val is so different from what we saw last season that I feel like I'm literally looking for the scene where this happened, like um especially
I'm
since it's like a thing that like came up with the Madeline Pryor thing. Like there was a pleasure in like when did Sinister switch
right.
her? Like it's a way the writers are thinking. So she was just like so mutant rights, and now she's like running this police force, and it's like, well, what happened to you then?
Okay, so Anthony, I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna have this take. I'm of two minds with Val Cooper.
Uh-huh.
One where I'm like, I agree with you, and I'm like, she seems so different. And
Mhm.
then two, I'm like, well, this tracks for anyone in America working in politics that like
Yeah,
they have this revelation and they're like, wow, Magneto was right. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to being like
yeah.
really awful and pretend
I'm gonna
it's in
take the
favor of
wrong
that.
lessons
Yeah.
Yeah, but we
because I mean,
haven't
like,
seen her on her treadmill once this season. So I do wonder what
she's
she's
wearing them
doing with
tennis
all her free
shoes.
time.
I do like her outfit. I do. It's a
God, her
cute
outfit is
outfit.
so good. I love that. I love that outfit.
So I want to talk about this opening flashback. The Genosha stuff I think is so good, and I almost feel like I wish we could have more of this. Like,
Mhm.
because Colossus's arc here in this episode is clearly like his grief led him to the acolytes, but also like, is it a bad thing for him to have been led to? I wish we had been able to like let him cook with his grief. Like be like, give me a little bit more. Let's have a little bit of what's going on. Also, Ilyana's death was so fucking stupid. I
Why,
don't.
Okay, yeah,
okay,
this is where we're going. This
Your power is
letting
teleport.
talk about letting people
Exactly.
cook. Why did she just stand there serving?
and get cooked.
Like
he
she
teleported.
she just stood like pivoted and was like, I know I look good. Let me die real quick.
Yeah. There's a thing like, so, when people got mad about Maggot dying or being
Mhm.
infected with Brood, maybe he's fine in the Weapon X episode. Like, I love Maggot. I don't care. I'm a huge
Yeah,
1997 X-Men stan. I love Maggot so much. Him dying, though, I'm like, yeah, they were never going to use Maggot. Like, I am sorry. He was never, ever, ever going to be in the opening credits. And there are characters that are like, those characters, kill them. You aren't going to use them. But then there are people like Banshee, Dazzler, maybe Iceman, Magic, where I'm like, okay, well, they're
Yeah.
like that does feel a bit like burning, like because like those characters are rich and like
I
you can still
think
get stories out of them.
Yeah, I think I noticed this acceleration of the deaths this season too, where it's like Maverick and like Exodus dies in this one, spoiler, where
Yeah,
it's like Exodus. Um, and it is, as you were saying, it feels like if you know you've got a few seasons, and when I think about like major X stories left, it does kind of feel like you're going to do Krakoa
It does.
eventually,
Yeah.
right? And if that's true, then it's like, okay, it's kind of doing the same thing the X books were doing before Krakoa, where it's like, you're
right.
killing a
Yeah.
lot of characters right now
Yeah.
that I feel like I want back. Like Exodus taking a bullet to the back from Graydon Creed. I was mad. Like,
Yes. Yes. And
um,
like Ilyana, I feel like I the death was stupid, but I was like, at first I was like, ah, she's vaporized. That doesn't mean she's dead. She'll be fine. but then he is like holding her body, and I was like, oh, she
Oh, right,
is
yeah.
dead. But she does die in the comics. I don't know. Like
Yeah, and
all of
that
them
was his
die.
impetus to
Yeah.
joining the acolytes, and
I know,
And
it's just like I hate seeing a character I'm more interested in
Uh-huh.
be
yeah.
sacrificed to serve a more boring character's arc, you know?
I love
I mean, like the most
Colossus.
interesting thing
I
about
love Colossus
Colossus
too,
is
but
that his
he's no
entire family
magic.
dies. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and like also I was like, oh, but then when she comes back, she can bring the spooky magic with the big, but then I was like, but she seems to already have the
Got the
like
sword, yeah.
yeah, because
Well,
she has the
Morph, yeah,
sword and Morph turned
Morph
into
turned into
her.
Darkchild in season
Yeah.
one, so I'm like, unless he's really getting fanfic about the X-Men's family members, like, did you turn my sister into a demon? What is?
um, we get Graydon Creed's mega light or mega heavy campaign,
We got a red
and
hat in that audience. I was surprised they got away
even
with a
Yeah,
red
it's
hat.
it's not very subtle.
I it's weird because I've seen people be like, "Oh, this season isn't political at all," and I'm like, "It's very ham-fisted. Like, well, it is. It's kind of goofy, but it still is. Like,
I
Yeah,
mean,
the
having
existence
worked
of
with
X-Men.
Disney before, like what's cool is like the Friends of Humanity always had their hats, right? Like those hats predate the MAGA
yeah,
hat.
yeah,
But when it
Mhm.
opens with a friend of humanity who is notably not wearing their hat, but is wearing a red hat, I was like, okay, well, I can't believe you got that past a censor, but good for you.
yeah."
Like that was proud of them for that. Yeah.
I
Um,
am surprised consistently with, and again, it's not like they're doing anything so revolutionary, but coming from Disney, a lot of the shit they get away with is surprising. Even just like Exodus being shot and not seeing his like wound, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I because I feel like Disney, I mean, it's stupid, but they always try to play it very safe, right? Very middle of the road, so they're not
Disney?
really.
No.
I know that's crazy. It's hard to believe. I know. I forgot. I'm sure at least Anthony and Brett fully remembered, but there is sometimes watching this, I'm like, do I know X-Men? I couldn't remember. I did not remember Graydon Creed's mom being Mystique. I know his
Oh
dad
yeah,
was
baby.
Sabretooth.
Oh yeah.
I
yes.
also thought he died.
Yeah, I
I
knew
was like,
that.
isn't he dead?
I don't
Mystique
remember the
killed him.
scar. Where did the scar come from? I do not remember the lore
I
on
don't
this.
remember that.
Yeah,
I don't think
like,
he has it in the comics. I mean,
but like,
but he
did a later episode of the cartoon give him this
maybe.
scar? Also, when they talk about him engineering a virus, I was like, I don't remember that episode
Oh yeah,
either.
time fugitive in season
Yeah, there
two, right? Because
was.
he's the one who uh creates the technovirus kind of thing.
Oh,
That
okay.
like
So we're not
sort of.
positioned to do a legacy virus storyline either then, I guess. Like
Oh hey, well,
one of my
Colossus is
favorite
around.
90s. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Um,
yeah. Anyway, yeah, he Mystique had that baby. She she seems to
Mother
wait
to
until
many.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
She seems to wait until they're born and then is like, well, this one's out.
It's like I mean I don't mean to mention the Odyssey again, but the scene where where John Leguizamo throws the puppy off the mountain, that's Mystique with all her children.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
just enjoys that
Mystique is
part
too
of
busy
being a mother.
mothering to be
Yeah.
a mother. Okay.
She's like,
Yeah, and
the vibes are
thank
off.
God she knows where to put her attention.
Yes.
God.
Is it canonically just the two for her? Is that true? Like
uh,
biological children we know of?
Now, is
uh,
it Azazel one of her
oh
biological children?
no,
Azazel is
Azazel is Nightcrawler's dad.
Nightcrawler.
Oh,
Well, not
right.
Or
anymore,
not?
but
No,
yeah, yeah,
Destiny
yeah.
is
Right,
his,
right.
or no, Mystique is his dad. Well,
His
anyway,
father.
what?
Yes, that's right. Actually, that's right. So that means Mystique has, I think, canonically only brought one child to term, which is Graydon Creed. Is that correct now?
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
also she did
That we know
have
of.
Yeah,
in the
right.
Battle of the
Exactly.
Atom, in the Battle of the Atom storyline, she had a kid with Xavier from the future who would
Yeah,
come
she
back.
Of
also has like there's like a
course.
blue
Sure.
Wolverine in some timeline that's her
Yeah.
kid
Uh-huh.
and Wolverine's kid. That guy was hot. But yeah. Graydon Creed.
I feel like I say this every fucking episode, but the X-Men are a telenovela, and that is what I love about them. Like, my grandma would be narrating through this whole episode if this were a live action in
Hmm.
Spanish TV show and just telling me, oh, that one's the bad guy. Oh, I don't like her. Oh, isn't she pretty? Look at her hair. Like, that would be the things I would be hearing from my grandma. The Acolytes drop in. They're there to get Graydon Creed. I do like the Colossus. Stand down. Sorry, but no. I like that. I like seeing Colossus be a little sassy.
I love the Acolytes. This is
Me
like one of
too.
the like I love my 90s X team, like X villain teams I love. So like seeing Rusty and Skids was
Yeah.
great. Seeing Milan and Unicioni and
I never knew how to say that out loud, Brett.
Mellencamp and
Mellencamp's a monster, right?
yeah, Mellencamp is the
Mellencamp is the
monster.
spiky looking monster.
Yeah.
There's also Spore is in the mix.
Gore is in, yeah.
Senyaka. And obviously the King, Exodus. I love
Yes,
what I
I
love
love
about the
Exodus.
Acolytes. They're weirdly Catholic themed, which I love, like, obviously. Especially as like this like terrible misread of Magneto's whole deal. Like this Jewish guy who has a lot of Catholic
Yeah.
followers is very Jesus coded, so I
Yeah.
enjoy that part. And obviously Exodus has the most trauma when it comes to this. And I love that they mostly don't have code names. I love that they're all like, no, just last names, please, except poor Spore. I don't know what he did
Yeah.
wrong.
Well, it's like Frenzy had a code name. Then she joins like, no,
Yes.
you're Cargill. You're
Yeah,
joining you're
exactly.
Cargill.
Yeah. They de-nicknamed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only dead name her? Well,
Yeah.
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 It is crazy. Because those are their mutant names.
yeah.
Frenzy was
Yes.
her mutant name, but they're like, no, 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 no. You're Cargill.
I
It's like when RuPaul in the last episode of Drag Race is like,
It's like,
what do you
say
want to
what-
say to little Brian?
Yeah, right.
It's like, well, that's violence, RuPaul.
I couldn't remember the Acolytes cartoon background. Isn't it different than the comics?
They did it all in that episode where Magneto makes the asteroid and he has the
Yeah.
followers and Fabian Cortez, who
Like
is
they
a
turn on
notable
each other, right?
actor. He got like apocalypsed. And
Yeah.
Fabian's quickly like, actually, I think I'm in charge now. And like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
they turn Magneto
as he
into
was-
like air. And like
want
that's
to-
the whole thing. Amelia Vogt was in that episode. She does not appear here, I don't think.
She is. She's in the
She's here?
background. In one of the
Oh.
scenes, she's in the background. Unless it's that other one with the headband and they just covered her headband. But I did
Uh-huh.
see her.
Scanner?
But I was wondering because she's in last season and her and Beast, they like make sure to tell us they are friends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that island exploded. Your politics shift again.
Yeah.
Again. I do like that they've kept Exodus like this like very like Queenie
Mhm.
dramatic villain because that is him.
I love him.
I was now again, I feel like I'm being that nerd, but he was on Genosha. Didn't we see him on Genosha last season?
Yeah, but he's like an Omega level maniac. He can tell. Also, like Ilyana, he can teleport. Like you know,
Yeah.
When he chooses to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to serve and die. Um,
That's how I hope to go out one day.
Yeah.
you know.
Big sword.
Wait, let me look cute. We get the news report, which kind of recaps the Acolytes. Also, Acolyte, I learned that word from X-Men. You know how there's like a lot of
Mhm.
nerd shit where that's where I first heard the
Yeah.
word. Because I remember not knowing how to say it until I heard it said out loud like a few years later when I was like 14. But so we get a little recap on the news. I do think the show is very good at that. Like very tiny recaps. Like when Nightcrawler just has the file and it says like connected to, and it's like, there you go. That's what you need to know. I do think that is like good use of expedited storytelling that they do too much, but when they have to do it like this, I'm like, great, yes, just
It's a nice trade-off because like they'll do like a really succinct expo dump and then at a different point in an episode a character will be like, when I was floating through the cosmos,
Yeah.
you know, and they'll soliloquy for a full 2 minutes. They have to, you know, cut time somewhere.
it's all
They
about
also have the
balance.
it's a cartoon, so like they can just keep the frame as simple as possible. It's just like there it is. I love in this one where it's just Polaris like backseat, feet up, reading the file, and it's just like wait, so like that's just like really. She was not involved in any of these adventures, but she can now give the exposition for the rest of the episode just because you showed me
Yeah.
her reading
Mhm.
the file. That's so good.
So they have Graydon Creed. Is it that they're holding? I didn't even put this in my notes. I can't remember. Holding him for ransom, or they're just like, we are going to kill him. I can't remember.
No, they
they're
want
holding him-
everyone X Factor has. They
Yeah.
want all those people in the race traders in X Factor is what
It
Exodus
just makes
says.
me so sad. Like I love these characters. And
Just-
I mean, it's an interesting lens of how we view the government. I mean, government's always been bad, et cetera, especially in the early 90s. Let's not, but it is an interesting, like in the early 90s, mutants that work for the government was like, this is the funny book. This
Yeah.
is comedy. Oh
Yeah.
man, they just knocked over the Washington Monument. And now it's like, well, no, like there's no getting around it. If you're a mutant that works for the government, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I
Like there's
hands
just
up.
no.
When I was a kid, all the comics that I wrote and drew, because I always drew like rip-off X-Men comics, the plot line was always government-sponsored superhero team. That was just like always my go-to because it was so often used.
I
Like,
mean,
Yeah.
that's what the Avengers currently are still,
right.
So it's like I don't know. But also like it's nice that it's the 90s, right? That we're like when we talk about Kelly, we're talking about Clinton, right? Like there's a way that there's like oh, I think you're right. Like the way it keeps pushing on like X Factor as these like government stooges, it's becoming a little okay, that's weird. And now in this one, it's like Mystique is now very notably absent, right? Like they're talking about her now
Yeah.
and they're talking about her kids now. And it's like
Yeah.
these plots kind of feel like they're on a collision. And now at first I was like, I don't know, maybe they're just saving her. But now it does kind of feel like it has to be Val, I think, right? Because she really wants to keep Xavier away from this. She really wants to get in there first and then doesn't pay out. I don't know.
And I didn't know this. I read it, so I wasn't being like I'm actually noticing something. But the cat Val has in her office is apparently from Ultimate X-Men, and the cat was Mystique,
Mystique.
like in Ultimate X-Men. So like
She's always up to some bullshit.
right? The idea of her being a cat is like
That's
that feels like
crazy.
Roger from American Dad goofy. Like
But like, what is her game then? Like, what does she get by running X Factor here is kind of a thing I'm not sure about. Like,
I mean, she gets mutants. She might be rounding up mutants
Yeah.
for Apocalypse.
right,
oh,
'cause
that's
she
right,
worked-
because
she
she
was-
did kind of work with him
in
in
the
this
cartoon,
cartoon.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
Hmm.
Hmm. So
but
yes.
Apocalypse is sourcing his own mutants, and he's got a really good one, Cajun Spice.
Uh-huh.
I just, again, this is all like, what are we leading towards? The fact that we're like, well, did this happen? I don't know about this. Really does. It's like telling of the, like, we do need a little clearer of a moving plot, like forward motion going on,
Mhm.
but we don't have it. Yeah, Val Cooper pisses me off with Xavier, but I do like that he's like, oh, they're already going, tee hee, like they've already left.
Hmm.
We're going to the Savage Land. We are the like so many things happen. They're in the Blackbird. They're telling us they're going to Savage Land. It gets blown up. The Polaris jumps out to get Bishop.
Love.
I liked the action scenes here, and of course,
Yeah.
Polaris being the one to jump out. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
It was
Without
great.
her powers, and she
Yeah.
knows she doesn't.
Yeah.
Have
She's just like, whatever, I'll figure it out.
It, like
great.
And
this
she
is
does.
X-Men, and she does, right?
Yeah.
She fucking figures it out.
She just grabs the
A
parachute.
parachute. Your
Yep.
arm would be ripped right off.
Yeah.
Like, there's no version where that works. But good for. I mean, Bishop's pretty jacked, I guess. But yeah, good for
I
them.
I guess to what you said earlier, Rose, if there's got to be a guy, sure, make it Bishop. At least
Yeah,
he's like,
but like
cool.
anytime they're flirting, I'm like, is he a very butch woman and I didn't know about it? Because otherwise this doesn't
I
make
mean,
sense to me.
If
He has
Shard
that-
ever comes back, Shard would be
Oh.
perfect, right?
Oh
Like-
God, yes, yeah.
We I like that. So we go, they jump out. The X-Men seem to forget about them once they jump out. They're like, well, they're fine.
Yeah.
What you said earlier, I was like, well, they'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
they figured they did.
And they did, so
That's
That's good
teamwork.
teamwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
they immediately encounter a fucking dinosaur, which I love.
Love.
The dinosaur stuff, I know that it like is comics, but it's so goofy, but I love it.
I was kind of sad we didn't have any Sauron. I know it's overpacked. I know I was the one complaining these episodes are overpacked, but I love that fucking dinosaur man so much.
Yeah.
I
He's
feel
just
like
sitting in the corner being like, "These fuckers, and
Yeah.
get out!
Yeah, right. Yeah.
This is my space."
yeah, he would have been the Omega Red if he was in this like too many
Sure.
things.
Also, he's just a dinosaur man. Like everyone's stronger than he is. So
God, I played with that action figure so much. Also, I just kept thinking of, do you remember in the OG series? I feel like Xavier and Magneto were in the Savage Land forever.
they literally
Season
were,
2.
yes.
It's
all
how
of
they
season
made
2, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
continuity
that's
for season
right.
2.
Because I always remember him throwing the rock at the dinosaur and it hit him in the
Yeah,
head.
they're just on an endless like getaway vacation together in the Savage
A
Land,
romantic
Yeah, it is
getaway,
very
you know.
yeah.
Bickering.
I actually did love this whole episode thing about Xavier somewhere. Just Agnes.
He's pissed that they're like distorting Magneto's vision here, and I was like, I'm pretty sure Magneto would have done this exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because when he says that, I was like, I don't know, are they though, Charles? Like,
Quite
Yeah, let's
frankly,
Let's not
I'm
rewrite history.
yeah.
I'm not sure I'm on the X-Men side here either, because it's like you should probably just kill that guy. I
Okay,
think. Like,
so I wanted to talk, right, we'll talk about that then, because the politics of this episode were so weird because it felt like we kept doing a 180, another 180, another 180, because it's like the Nightcrawler of it all. Nightcrawler is, I saw people mad online. I do think it tracks for Nightcrawler being
Mhm.
like the actual like good religious person being like, oh, well, everyone deserves to be forgiven. And it felt like the episode was telling us he was correct, right? And then it felt like the episode tells us he's not correct. But like it felt like we kept going back and forth with the that, but then I was like, maybe that's on purpose because that's real life. Like, oh, sometimes you are correct and then you're not,
Mm.
and
Well, yeah,
eh,
I found it interesting because like the entire time you're like, "Oh, but it's great, great and Creed.
Great
Like
night.
everything you're saying, Kurt, like makes
Yeah.
sense, but
but
also
like
like
literally
it's
anyone
great and
else,
Creed.
yeah.
So, but like the thing that like solidified it is like I don't know. You think about it when you have your own problems with your own family, and it's kind of like I what Kurt was doing in that trial was like extending, basically like saying it's a like extending an olive branch almost. Like I'm basically Graydon. I understand you had an abusive childhood. You are also fucked up. Our parents suck. I get it. I get you. I understand you. I forgive you. And that's kind of giving Graydon an opportunity to change and actually like,
And he does not.
yeah, you know what? You're right. I do need, but he doesn't. He's
And
an
he takes
asshole.
a
He's a
gun, like,
through and
yeah.
through sociopath. And it's kind and then at that moment, Kurt is like, "No, I'm going to strangle you with my tail and leave you in Antarctica."
Well,
Because it's
sorry,
kind
I
of like
spoke out loud.
it's kind of like covering your bases almost. Like, listen, I did everything I could. I tried. I met you where you are. I saw things from your point of view. I et cetera, and you still are an asshole. And you,
Mhm.
so like we are that's it, fucking done. And I thought that was a very interesting, circuitous, but like I'm glad it shook out that way instead of like
Instead of,
Nightcrawler,
yeah.
I don't know,
Like
taking the bullet
changed
for
him
him.
or
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
like
I thought it felt more like a character beat than like an overall thematic beat. Like I didn't think it was necessarily trying to tell me something about humans versus mutants in this world. I thought it was trying to tell me something about Nightcrawler, which I
mhm.
mean, I do think we all already know, but I don't think he'd had a chance to shine in quite this way in this series so
Yeah.
far. And I liked that this episode gave an opportunity for that. I also really liked that he had some nice moments with Rogue because, I just love their relationship.
Me too. I
I,
appreciated that we had at least got hints of her being like, well, like she was not
right.
too
It's definitely
keen
like
on this.
Nightcrawler's like, we gotta save him, and everyone's like, I
I
guess.
mean,
Like,
Rogue chucked Bolivar Trask off of the roof last
Yeah.
season. It's
yeah.
like fuck you.
But I do think, and like Beast has a line about it in the previously ons, where it is like one of the things I think is kind of cool that the show is doing is being like, is Xavier's dream worth a shit? Like, why are we doing this? Is fighting for tolerance really what we're doing? And like seeing it evolve into this like X Corp thing is fun. If it does go to a Krakoa place, that's even more fun. Um, but like the thing that's missing here, as Brett is saying, is like, yes, we're seeing Nightcrawler forgive Graydon Creed, but he's like forgiving his mom, right? Like that's kind of what we're doing. And again, it's like notable that Mystique is missing in this episode, but of course, the 90s storyline Mystique is most famous for is shooting Graydon Creed in the head, right? So like as he's like elected president, right? So like
Yeah.
that's where we're going, and the audience kind of gets to have its cake and eat it too, I think. If it's like it's wrong to kill Graydon Creed, but then we're all gonna cheer like hell when Mystique shoots that guy right in the head, right? So I think it's like interesting to be like watching it interrogate these politics and feel like it's trying to say Nightcrawler is right, and it's like, I don't know. I think
Well,
I
and
wanted him to stay in that snow.
at the end when Nightcrawler is like, "But I convinced you, right, Colossus?" And he was like, No.
No.
But then he lies. Then he lies and said you would have convinced Ilyana. It's like,
No,
I would have
Ilyana.
cut that guy's head
No.
off right away. Not even a
I
question.
do think what it's saying is like it's important for there to be one person in the room who's
Yeah,
we can't just kill this guy. We have to see if we can redeem him,
yeah.
even if he does not want to be redeemed. That very much. I think especially in an episode where we're interrogating people picking up the mantle of Magneto and sort of twisting his ideals for their own purposes, I think it's important that someone be the voice of Xavier, of the side of good,
Yeah.
as annoying as it is. Because I also am like at the end, first of all, how did he make it out of Antarctica alive?
Yes, right.
He was wearing a
X Factor picked him up.
a
Val
polyester
says,
suit.
yeah,
But
Val
wouldn't he
says
have-
they picked him up.
Wouldn't he
And
have
Xavier's
died
like,
before
but
they got
alive.
there?
And it's like, what? But you told her not to go. It is odd that, like, yes, it's a Nightcrawler story, but it's like, it does kind of feel like, again, like, isn't this Polaris's question? Like, which of these men are you the child of, right?
Right.
And like, but if Xavier is like in his grief being like, Magnus would never, it's like, okay, I guess. He definitely worked with all these people
Yeah.
before.
Well,
Yeah.
they have his portrait up on the wall with a gay ass wreath around it.
Yeah.
I genuinely in episode 4 I was like they're gonna kiss, they're gonna finally fucking kiss. Like before he died I genuinely thought they were gonna go for it.
I'm really like the show's queerness is becoming kind of a source of frustration for me because it's like, are you gonna say it with Morph or not? Like it's like I get it, I get you're really pushing here, but like, can we say it with one of these people, please? You know, like I don't know.
Especially the one where it's the most textually evident, you know?
Yeah, and like Iceman has fallen off the board, so I don't know. What are we gonna do here? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, it's interesting that people are pointing this out and I didn't notice it, but in the trailer when they walk up to the memorial, Gambit's picture is underneath. Like it's like Magneto, Ilyana, and Gambit, and in the episode they change it to Magneto, Ilyana, and Magneto, which is weird.
Oh.
Wait.
Like
Two
there's
Magnetos? Wait.
2 pictures of Magneto at the memorial,
Weird.
and in the
That's
trailer, the second one was Gambit, which is weird.
Because one of those acolytes is his cousin, right? Like that's
Really?
the plot from the guy.
Oh,
guy
right, yeah.
The guy who yells "bigot" is Remy's cousin. That's the whole reason they even go to Asteroid
Yeah.
M in the original cartoon at all. I don't even know if
Right.
that guy is
I need a
his cousin
fucking
in the
chart.
comics,
Jesus
but-
Christ.
Well, and he was at Gambit's funeral, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's
Yes.
right. Yeah,
Yes.
the
blonde
yes.
guy?
Because I had no idea who that was, but I read your article about it, Brett, and I was like,
Yeah.
But again, this is like, there's just so much.
Right.
And I do with that aspect, I go back and forth. I had one of our guests, Dominique Morgan, who was on 2 episodes ago. She was like, I just need a syllabus. Like, I need them to give us a syllabus that we can refer back to. And I was like, I think I do too. Because again, I've read X-Men. X-Men is like Buffy, X-Men, like my favorite things, and I am often like, what? Who? Like,
Well,
See,
and
I embrace that, and I know that anything that I find lingeringly confusing at the end of an episode, I'll just go look it up.
yeah.
it really
I mean, they're
is.
also doing such deep pulls because, like, this episode is kind of structured around like Uncanny 315, which
Yeah.
is the
The child,
Neophyte Colossus. But Colossus is in the role defending Neophyte, who is what they named the new acolyte, and then leaving him in Antarctica is very Trial of Gambit, Uncanny 350. Like they're pulling so many interesting things from everywhere that like you do need a syllabus because like this is Uncanny 303, 304, 315, 350, 350.
Brett, what are these numbers? How do you know
Some
this?
kind of pop-up video.
Baby.
I was
would
about
be
to
really
say,
nice.
why are we not
Yes.
doing pop-up videos in the age of streaming? I would do them for free. Like it seemed like so much fun to just be like, boop, that's who that is, by the way. Like that would be so great. Yeah.
So they go to the. Also, I just want to point this out because I know we're already past this kind of, but I do like the goofy moment of like Colossus saving them, Rogue saying, "Oh, I almost felt like I forgot what pain was like." Colossus saying, "Are you injured?" And then she like bops her head and is like, "Well, now I am." It was like so goofy. So they go to the Acolyte Temple. They see Graydon, and Rose, I put in my notes, are we doing 12 Angry Men? But Still a Mockingbird is probably more apt of a comparison. I really thought they were going to do like a trial with like a jury and like everyone's talking it out. We didn't need that. But even the idea of it was like really goofy. I was like, Nightcrawler, we're really stretching here. I can't imagine anyone, no matter what you're saying, is going to be like, yeah, you know what? You're right.
Nice guy. He needs a chance. Yeah.
And also, what are they
boy.
going to do with him afterwards?
Right.
Like, what's the plan here?
Just like put him back. I don't know. Like,
I mean,
then-
he's like, we
Oh,
took
he's
Gene.
all good
Gene went
now.
evil.
Yeah.
It's like Gene went evil and blew up a son, and we brought her back home.
but it's like, oh, we cured his racism. Like he's good.
Yeah.
we got
Honestly, like
He cried about his mommy. We're good now.
it. I do agree with you, Rose. Though it is like it is showing like he is the quote unquote good one in the room, and I do think that is a better way of looking at this. Like, not all of the X-Men are thinking the same way he is, and I do think that is
He's
the difference.
doing
here.
the when they go low, we go high thing that
Right.
Michelle Obama
Right.
was doing like
And
8
it'll work
years
great
ago.
this time too.
And-
Yeah.
Yes.
And at
But
the
then
end of the
he's-
episode, he's doing what Michelle Obama does now. Is like, I didn't mean we need to be nice to her. Like,
Yes,
like,
because
really
I do like
qualifies it.
that it ends with him still with his tail wrapped around his throat. God, I wish that was me.
Yeah.
You know, he will, you know, try to save your soul, but he's also going to throw hands or
Yeah,
claws when he needs to.
Swords.
Yes.
That
Swords.
sword fight was real
Tails.
fun too. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I appreciated that. At least we don't end on him being like, oh no, he still was good. Like, I am glad that we don't end. That would have pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Because I saw so many people mad at this episode, and I was like, yeah, but Nightcrawler doesn't end it thinking,
Are you expecting for people
I know,
on the
I
internet
know.
to have nuanced media literacy?
I do also think like it's kind of weird to think about, but this version of Nightcrawler is where all that Catholic bullshit started, right? Like he was nominally Catholic in the comics, like he would pray before they got eaten by the brood, but he was Catholic like a normal Catholic person, where it's just like, yeah, I fuck, yeah, whatever. I go to confession sometimes. This cartoon, the 90s cartoon, did the whole thing where he was raised by monks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then Bryan
Oh.
Singer only watched this cartoon and then made those movies. And in the movies, he turned super Catholic. In the comics, Chuck Austin makes him a priest and almost the Pope.
With the fucking
Like,
priest collar on
the
his
priest
costume.
collar.
It's like,
Yeah.
What I was thinking about that, like that's so many layers. He must be so hot.
Yeah. And he's furry too.
Well, the fur, yeah.
Yeah.
oh, right. Yeah.
But like this is the most, my point is like this is the most pious like Jesus freak Nightcrawler that exists, right? Like so it gets jarring and unpleasant to me when he's like rattling on about Jesus all the time. But like he is the ground zero for this version of the character. So I minded less that way.
Yeah.
He doesn't
You know-
talk about those monks anymore though.
It's funny how often, like I've been very slowly crawling through Batman the Animated Series on Patreon. I think Anthony, you did an episode with me. I didn't realize both that and this cartoon really did shape a lot of the characters moving forward. Like I did the Mr. Freeze episode and I had no fucking clue that all of that was from the cartoon. Like that was not in the comics of like his wife being frozen and all that. Like, because like we were so young when these came out. So those were my first experiences to the superheroes. Outside of like the Tim Burton Batman movies. So I do find that interesting when they like reverse it. But then sometimes it does, like, I think of this era as X-Men. I was working in a comic book shop my senior year of high school. I thought I was fucking hot shit because the boss just was like, you're here a lot and you're cool. Do you want to work here? And I was like, I fucking do. And I thought it was so cool. But I remember when we got the previews magazine about these outfits and him being like, this is bullshit. They are just conforming their costumes to the movies. They don't even care about the comics anymore. And kind of seeing his point, but then loving that era when it came out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I love those jackets.
I do
three.
We know how I feel about the jackets. Give me the
I
brown
know.
bomber jackets any day.
Brett is not a fan.
My damage from whatever.
So Exodus kind of like blows his load here when he attacks Colossus right before Colossus.
I would like to see it.
Yes.
Right before Colossus Colossus is about to say guilty, like,
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, "Ah, fuck this."
yeah.
Which is the opposite of the way the comic goes. In the comic, Exodus is the judge, and he quickly realizes everyone has. In the comic, Magneto's in a coma the whole time, and Exodus is
Yeah.
like, "I'm a telepath, and I'm talking to him, by the way," which is not true. But like, he in the comic, he's like, "Oh, everyone's mad at me." Actually, Magneto says, "Let him go free," and it's like, okay, yeah. So he's got rage issues in the cartoon that he's a little cannier in the
Oh,
books.
I love that. If I was a telepath, I'd be lying about shit like that all
Oh
the
yeah,
time. I'd be like,
I
oh my
thought
God,
that's the
she's
movie. Yeah,
thinking the
that's
worst thing about you right now, babe.
Yeah,
Uh,
being thought of as a telepath is almost a better power than being a telepath, actually, I think,
Mm.
because you can cause more
Mm.
trouble and the net effect is the same. So,
and like, I definitely, if I would be using it too much and I would hurt my own feelings all the time.
oh
Like,
yeah, no, thank you.
Oh yeah, I can't think of something I want less than to know what people think about me.
Oh God, yeah.
right.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, everyone in the recording said I looked ugly. Fuck. Like,
My one of my favorite X-Men comics ever is that one at the beginning of Onslaught, which also we're doing Onslaught, right? This is what
Give
clearly
it
is
to me,
happening. Yeah.
baby. Yeah.
Me too. I love that
Give
so
it to
much.
me.
But like the first sort of issue of it is Jean going to the mall and she hears everyone's mean thoughts about her.
Mhm.
It's so good.
And then
They're
Onslaught
like, oh,
attacks
she's
her in a
too
dressing
beautiful
room.
and her hair is too
Yeah.
red.
Yes, right.
Like,
Yeah,
that hair is
God,
too
that
voluminous.
what a queen moment for all, like the combination of Professor Xavier and Magneto is like, I'm waiting until Jean goes to the mall and she
exactly.
finds a dress she puts, then I'm gonna tear her to
And
shreds.
and not only that, he's like, "Do you want to know the weirdest thing anyone has ever
Oh,
thought about you?" And
Oh yeah.
he tells Jean about how Professor Xavier
attracted.
wanted to fuck her when she was
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
one I
So
love, the
messed
one
up.
which is
Ugh.
real.
It's true.
I
You can
Ugh.
read it in those comics. Yeah.
I remember who is it that is it Onslaught? Is just Onslaught that's leading her through all this, right? In the
Yes,
Yes.
comics?
Onslaught in the comics, yeah, he
Because I
shows her. Yeah,
vividly remember that locked box and opening it and being like, am I misreading this? Like,
no,
does that mean
no,
he wants to?
yeah.
Oh no, that is what that means. And I know that that's like not good, but I love when we can do shit like that. That is like, look, this
It's
person that's supposed to.
if no one ever mentioned that plot again, I'd be very happy. But it is a weird thing, like it's pulling on the Xenox chamber and that
Yeah.
weird gene plot in is like the way I'm sure the cartoon will not go here, but that's
Well,
how she and
But
that's
if
how
they
she
did,
figures it out. She's like, there's only one person who could know that, and that's who it's Charles Xavier, and that's how she
Yeah.
figures out who he is.
Anthony, what was the first thing? The Xenox
The
box?
Yeah, the
Xenox
Xenox. Yeah.
chamber, yeah.
That's when Xavier faked his death and had Morph. No, he had Morph. He switched places with Changeling Morph, and
Mhm.
then Morph died, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Xavier's dead," because Xavier loves making everyone think he's dead.
He does.
Yeah.
He does love that.
And he was locked in a room underneath the Xavier mansion, preparing for the Xenox invasion, which is the end of the series. Like they fight this alien race of haters, and then the book is canceled until Giant Size X-Men, where it
Till
gets the reboot.
75.
Yeah. Sorry.
The 60s were wild, man. The 60s
Yeah.
were crazy.
He also kills them all. He's like, this entire race is evil. Let me commit a genocide. And they create a mutant circuit and genocide the Xenox people. Yeah. That's how
uh,
X-Men ended.
okay. So
Can't follow it up.
again, I thought I was hot shit when I was 17 and got a job at a comic book shop, and I was like, I know everything about fucking comics, and y'all make me feel like I don't know like dog shit. I'm just like,
oh yeah,
my
I'm
brain
over
is
here
not-
like Rogue is the one with the white stripe in her hair, right?
Sorry. I'm just excited to
No,
finally
it's
see
fat. I
Onslaught
love
happening.
when people have like so much information about something I'm interested about. I just want to reach into your brain and scoop things out of it.
I can't wait for season 3 when we fight the gay baby of Magneto and Charles Xavier in his enormous anime armor. It's just gonna
Okay,
be so
yes,
great.
that
Yeah.
I do know about,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for.
So wait, pause. I do. So the thing that I know about the Onslaught story, and I know again we're moving discourse. I'm just saying what I know. Bo DeMaio's pitch for Onslaught was turned down.
Mm.
That does not mean that they're not doing it, but I know his pitch was turned down. They
I
would
just-
not let it be done because he wanted to do Age of Apocalypse, and they said we don't do alt realities anymore. That's like not popular. We're not going to do that. Is what I've been told from like very reliable
Yeah.
sources. So That's why
I
I'm a little
just
confused with where we're
I
going.
don't think you have that line where Xavier says, I was hoping some part of him would still be living inside me. Like that's so
Yeah.
specific that I
And
feel like we
gay.
kind of, yeah, and gay. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I
like,
But
don't
I
I'm
know.
sure there are some parts of him
Yeah,
still
I'm
swimming
sure.
around there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
because I was like, is that a nod to like, we know that you think we're doing this, but we're not? Or is it like, yeah, like you said, like him alluding to like, well, it is there somewhere.
But also, it also, I mean, the whole thing. I mean, there's just Dommu is an interesting character, and that it's one of those unreliable narrator
Well, no,
things.
no,
Of like,
Oh
that
well,
yeah.
I know it was coming from people who
other,
have,
yes,
yeah.
that's,
But just
yes.
in general, I'm like, Disney might have turned down that idea for other reasons.
Because
Right.
he was like, his vision of Onslaught is like, okay, we open up on Magneto
Oh, yeah,
fucking
right. Yeah,
Professor
yeah,
X
exactly.
nasty style.
He's
As the
barebacking
Disney
him.
logo fades away.
He's
They
been
both
like
had a
in
gem
he's
and
been
WeHo.
incubating in there since the Savage Land. Just like Xavier's just wearing like Empire waisted shirts for a season.
He always has a bag in front of his belly.
Yeah.
God, where are we? I'm,
The trial,
Oh,
I
there's
don't
a
know.
so I thought that Nightcrawler's psychoanalysis of Graydon
I
Creed
did,
was
yes.
actually fascinating because that was a thing that I don't know if that's from the comics. Like that was an interesting like read on him as a character. Of
I
like,
also don't remember this stuff about like Sabretooth raising Graydon
oh,
Creed. Like
that's also wild.
that's new. That's like
That's
the craziest thing I've ever. It's like, okay, well, yeah, I kind of get why this guy's as fucked up as he is. I've
single
never
dad
thought,
Sabretooth
yeah,
going off on missions with Team X,
for
coming home
13
being
years at
like,
least. Like,
Okay.
being like, did you do your math homework,
Yeah.
man?
Anthony and Brett aren't going to like this. Rose, hold my hand and walk with me because when he says he didn't want a son, he wanted a cub, I was like, can we word that differently? I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because of me, but right, it was the wording there. I was like, we should use a
One
different
X-Men.
word. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the Sabretooth stuff in general is just like that guy's a sexual predator. Like whenever he's on a t-shirt, I'm like, that guy, like, do you know some of his stories? Like, uh is I feel like it's not an accident, is the point. I think we are meant to understand a level of
okay,
abuse here that is just like unthinkable, right?
okay.
Like that's kind of where we're at, I think.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I learned the word frail because Sabretooth called Psylocke
Right.
that before he killed her. I
Yes.
did not know. I remember not knowing what that word. And I was like, is that like a racist? Like I thought it was like a racist slur or something because I just didn't know the word as a kid. I was like, is that a bad word? And then yeah. And then he fucking kills her, which is awful. But so
Well,
yeah,
he
I did,
guts her. Yeah.
you know, I did like that. The Nightcrawler was kind of like, Graydon Creed's like, well, your mom threw you off a waterfall. And he's like, what's that scar on your face? What's that from? He was kind of like in the realm of doing the best you can in this scenario. He was doing the best he could. It wasn't selling me on forgiving him, but it was, and I appreciate this with a villain where we're like, it doesn't make you forgive them, but it makes you just know about how they got to where they are. But it's
Right.
not, doesn't make you forgive them, but it gives you a little bit just like backstory there. And I do
Yeah.
appreciate that. And it's like, not being like he had a great life. It's like, yeah, he did have a terrible life, but now he's a terrible fucking person. Like, I don't need. I really like that in a villain when we're not making it. Oh, we have to forgive them because of a terrible thing. Because this man does not need forgiveness.
I just like I feel like in this episode, are we talking about politics or are we talking about religion? Like that's kind of the thing that I feel like the
Yeah,
episode kind of fudges on purpose, where it's like you've taken the two most like iconically Catholic characters in the X-Men mythos, right? Like Exodus is literally a Knight Templar, and like Nightcrawler is like fully wearing a priest collar the whole episode. And they're talking about the stakes of forgiveness, and I'm like, you can forgive someone, but in terms of like a politic of minority. That guy committed several many genocides and is planning another one, and no one is stopping him. What else is there to do except stop him yourself? Instead of like there's also like you just don't give him back is an option, right? Like you don't have to kill him, but
yeah.
you
You don't
could
have to kill
stop,
him.
yeah,
Yeah,
right? Like because like Exodus is like starting another nation here, right? Like that's the idea of the Savage Land acolyte building, and it's like, well. They're always going to keep coming. That's what you learned in Genosha. So why are you waiting?
and they
You know?
mention when they're in his jail cell, Colossus says and he's been exonerated every time. Like
Yeah.
they specifically say like he has been on trial and he never gets in trouble, which immediately I'm like, okay, well then I don't know, that like closes the book on that. So yes, leave him in the cell forever if you don't want to kill him. Like,
Or just kill him.
yeah, or just fucking kill him.
Yeah.
I feel like my morality has like gone so low that is my
Oh
answer
God,
a
no,
lot of
yeah.
times on
I mean,
these. I'm like,
it's an Andor thing. It's a Luthen Rail kind of speech thing where it's just like, you know what, like just gotta sometimes you just
yeah, this is
People have to
bad.
die. I just
Yeah.
watched all 6 seasons of The Americans. I know sometimes you gotta just kill people.
I have done this rant on this show before because this is a Buffy podcast, and like to me, it doesn't matter if those demons have souls or not. The point is like you are the only person equipped to deal with them, and you don't have the resources to like redeem all of them or put them in jail. You gotta just kill some of these vampires
Mhm.
because you're the only one who can, and you're the only one who can stop it. So that's the move, and it doesn't really matter because whenever it's like, oh, it's a human being who did this, I can't kill them. It's like, girl. You've killed people we know had hobbies and like love
Yeah.
Yeah.
books. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
Well, and, like,
Yeah, you're a
watching,
straight up murderer.
watching Star Trek right now from Next Generation on, and so we just hit First Contact, and it is interesting when he's explained to Alfred Woodard, Picard is like, they're Borg. Even if you see them, they have Starfleet uniforms on. You still have to kill them because and it's just like, well, but Picard, you were fixed.
Right.
It,
Yeah.
it is weird having like the one guy that got out of the Borg be like, no one can get out of the Borg. Kill them.
I've been
But she
doing
then is like, just blow up the ship, right? Like she is
Yeah.
on board at the end. She's like, listen,
Yeah.
it's an infection. There's
And it
nothing
is-
to do. Just
And it
blow
is
it
also
up.
Isn't that
like
their
it
fight?
took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just blow up the
it's
ship.
also like Picard was only saved because it was like extraordinary. It's like resoling a vampire. It's like it ain't easy. You can't do that in mass. Like,
This
Yeah.
a
specifically,
It's why I hate that Voyager episode where they like all get Borged, and it's like, come on, like that's like a one-time
that's a
thing.
Voyager
Like,
episode.
there's one where are we now? Where
I know.
Janeway, Tuvok,
Sorry.
and B'Elanna get purposely emborgified, and it's like, and then they're better in a scene later, and it's like, that is the major trauma of Jean-Luc Picard's whole life, and you just like Janeway's like, it's fine, like.
Rose, don't you love coming on this podcast?
I don't understand anything
Sorry.
that you're talking about, but I love how much you love it.
no.
Anthony, a point you'll know what we're talking about. Anthony, I feel like you specifically gave that speech, which I immediately remembered in season 7 Selfless, when Buffy and Xander have that specific argument.
Right.
And because I remember us talking about it, because I don't say this often, I did feel like Xander was also correct because she was coming down so hard on Anya. Because she was coming because it was Anya.
No, I agree, but just like the thought of Xander being
Hearing
right,
the
just sent
words
the
so
shiver
close
down
together.
my spine. Yeah.
But Buffy was also right when she's like, I am the law. I am the one that has to do all
Right.
this with these
Yeah.
demons because it's just me. And it is just her. So it is like, I do appreciate a complicated, not one person's 100% wrong, not one person's 100% right.
And it is wild that this is like, again, like this should be what is happening in an X-Men
Yes.
story, but it's also like this is a cartoon on Disney Plus. Like it's also just like taking a step back and be like, it's a miracle this exists almost. That there's a cartoon on Disney Plus that's asking these hard questions, even if it is wonky. It's still just like,
And so,
Especially-
oh, go ahead.
Oh, especially since it like makes it very like it makes the one-to-one at the beginning where it's like, well, this is a MAGA guy. Like this guy is going to be president if you don't stop it, right? Like, and it's like, well, what is the minority response? And as I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to watch this guy get capped in the head, and I'm pretty sure the bar I'm watching it in is going to cheer like hell when it happens, right? So
Didn't they already do that
Catharsis.
storyline though?
where Mystique
Yeah, where she goes to kill
No,
him.
she
and
tried
then
to kill Senator Kelly.
Oh,
in
Senator
season
Kelly, right.
one.
right,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
That's
Because
why
this was the 96 election. That's the other thing that kind of threw me off. Is like, if it's X-Men 97, where in the election cycle are we? He's announcing so early.
Brett, I feel like we're definitely not thinking of that. Like,
Yeah,
It's
don't worry
like,
about it. Don't worry about it. Don't look too close to the timeline.
yeah. Also, I am a little unclear where Nightcrawler teleports. Is there a like Arctic part of the Savage Land? Okay,
It's
there
oh, well,
is.
it's in
by
Antarctica, so he's just like he just teleported outside.
Oh, right. I forgot it's like hidden in.
Yeah.
Right.
He
Okay.
was just a couple blocks away.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking duh, Ian. I do hope Exodus comes back. And again, anyone who dies on this show, I did like the Magneto's death. I thought it was brutal, but I was kind of like, well, he'll be back.
He'll be
Oh, yeah.
fine. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
This is
yeah,
X-Men.
yeah, like that's their thing. Messy
Again,
time
only
travel and
to me, the
dying.
only reason for that scene is like it's the birth of Onslaught, right? Like because we see it goes so out of its way to be like there's a crack in the helmet, Xavier's in there, and he's trying so hard to pull something out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we get prologue 1 of 3. Val Cooper is mad, and she's making me mad again. She says X Factor found him alone in the snow, and Xavier specifies, but he was alive.
Kind of a huge bitch in
Shady
this. I like it.
boots.
Yeah.
We are getting a
This diva.
sassier Xavier, which does feel like leading to Onslaught because I like this
He's
Xavier.
put on the leather, mama. He's a
Yeah.
leather daddy.
Yeah.
He's like, and was he dead? Goodbye. Prologue 2, we get Colossus arriving at the school, which I was very happy that they took him home. I was
Finally.
like,
Finally.
I've waited like 30 years for him to be on this fucking team in this animated
It is
series.
wild. Like
he I feel like he had the most episodes of a character that wasn't in the team.
but he never wore his costume on the 90s. He always wore that white tank top.
Yeah, I made a custom
And
figure.
thank
Like, this
God
is
for
like-
that.
Yeah.
And he
it's
wears
like
it
the
here
first
too.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like thank God. I'm glad that he's on the team.
I'm curious what his X-Corp outfit will look like.
Oh, that's right. He never had because he was quite dead the whole time, right?
Yeah.
He had died of legacy.
And so again, I am like, where is Kitty Pryde is number 1. And 2, I'm kind of bummed that we're like mushing Astonishing with X-Corp because I do love Astonishing so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that Kitty Pryde and Colossus moment is like one of the best moments
Yeah.
for
God.
me in X-Men when she just like
Well,
puts her hand on the
fortunately,
heart.
they have that Astonishing X-Men motion comic that
Right.
I'm sure you bought on the iTunes store 20 years ago.
I think I
I
fucking
mean,
did.
I think we should just do the Colossus Iceman relationship from the Ultimate comic.
Oh.
Yes.
Like because like Colossus has been gay before, and I feel like honestly is the greatest and fastest way to fix that character is to just be like he fucks dudes now, and it's like we don't have to think about anything else from
Give
his
one of them to
backstory.
Morph, I
And-
feel like. Poor Morph.
No, I like Morph suffering.
Yes, I need him sad and
Yeah.
pathetic.
I want to see that
That's the-
suffer.
That's the queer experience. It's like the
Yeah.
most accurate thing about this show. It's
I mean, as much I know we talked about Sabretooth being horrible, but I did really enjoy in last episode how much he wanted that cookie.
Oh, yeah, it
right?
was-
Like,
Well,
And
because
also-
because it's a person Wolverine is
Yeah.
fucking, right? And like Sabretooth is like, you're fucking them, now I'm fucking them, right? Like that's his whole deal.
and like I'm gonna be more explicit about it, so he'll like
Right.
will like it better or whatever. Prologue 3, X-Force comes in. Okay, that's still my favorite episode this season, was the X-Force episode.
Mm.
And I had missed them. Seeing them, I was like, right, that was my favorite episode. I would like
that
to see
team
these
that
guys again.
that's stole the name X-Force, but is not actually X-Force.
You're really mad about some of these
Yes.
90s.
X-Force is my favorite thing. Although at this point, I think it is kind of funny that like in the comics they get their title stolen from them by the Allred Milligan run.
Ecstatics,
And then in Deadpool 2, X-Force gets in the movie and then are immediately killed. And then X-Men 97 happens and it's like X-Force and it's like none of these characters are on X-Force except for Sunspot like, and Cable.
Yeah.
So it
Have
kind of
we
was like, well
done-
now never do
Cannon-
X-Force now. It's now
Cannonball's
like,
been in the cartoon.
every single member except Shatterstar appeared in the 90s cartoon.
Domino was in like the background of
Ah.
100 fucking scenes.
Yep.
Like, they loved putting her in the background.
Richter was, Pharaoh
what was
was,
Richter up
Warpath
to? I don't
was.
remember Richter at
He was
all.
on Genosha. He was on Slave
Genosha.
Island in season
Yeah.
1.
Oh, right.
So it's like they could have used them, but I mean, this is just me being petty, and I love X-Force.
So, Rose, sorry to abandon you and actually dork out with them. I was like, oh, I actually know this shit. So they find the card. We see Apocalypse's rotting corpse. I kind of love the really
That was
dramatic.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that was surprising.
and I did like the Jubilee being like, guys, and it's a fucking card. My question is, which y'all kind of talked about, and I saw so many people being like, "Did you watch the end of the episode? That's Onslaught." And I'm like, "What does that have to do with Onslaught?" Like, I didn't feel like this episode in particular said Onslaught.
The
What about the
card?
end? The card?
Yeah, I saw people
Playing
being like,
card?
there literally was someone who
Oh,
quote
God.
tweeted an article and was like, "Well, did you watch the last episode to the end?" And I was like, "That's not Onslaught. I don't know what we're doing."
The plan the he clearly what? He clearly brought Gambit back. We
Right.
watched it happen, and
Yeah.
then a playing card.
This
And the
is someone
character
wanting
who famously uses
Playing
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 cards.
cards. This is someone
the-
just wanting like likes on Instagram and being
Fair.
like, I noticed something no one else did.
It's like, oh, no one else noticed that because it's not true.
It did not happen.
Because
You
it
are
didn't
hallucinating a scene. Also, didn't we see Gambit is now using tarot cards when he brought him back? But now
I
we're
think-
back to
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
now
it's
back
all
to like a
cards.
regular-
Maybe
he's just
there's
like,
going to be
yeah.
cards
Well,
cards
those-
against
that might-
humanity.
Birthday
and
cards, like-
Volcade,
I mean,
Go
Pokemon and Magic
Fish.
cards, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, he's gonna be. It's the '90s, so he's playing Overpower. Like,
Oh
he's
my God, I have
Magic
all
the
my cards.
Gathering.
I still have my Overpower cards.
I don't remember what that is. Jesus Christ.
Yu-Gi-Oh! He's got the Yu-Gi-Ohs
Wait, hold
on the
on.
go.
I have it within arm's reach. Overpower rules.
Whoa!
Anyway,
I found
yeah,
my
this
decks
is-
yesterday
oh.
when I was visiting my parents. I have not played or remember how this game worked at all. But it's the '90s. Gambit's playing Overpower.
I had a Buffy card
Wild-
game.
Wildcats? I don't know.
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, it was just like it's like a really stupid like these are the powers on the cards.
A certificate of authenticity for a Hardy's X-Men toy.
Nice.
Well, I've been looking for that actually. Interesting.
Weird. So we get the ticker. I feel like these last two episodes absolutely have to be back to back, right? Like they have to be like a continued story for two episodes. Because there's no way we're rushing through.
Hopefully, they're
Yeah, I'm
45 minutes
guessing
each.
there's a part 1, part 2 situation going on.
Right. Yeah. It's just like there's no way it couldn't be. Yeah, I don't know.
What is it? Like, what is
Yeah.
the story you're going to tell me in these episodes, right? Like, I don't know. Like, usually it's like, okay, you're going to do some... Then again, Mr. Sinister in the Savage Land at the end of season 2 of the original was all, like, original OC Do Not Steal content, too. So they're allowed to just make up their own story here. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like, you got an apocalypse corpse, although we've now established that, like, we've established the whole thing where he like regenerates by like possessing people. So it's possible the Gambit is an apocalypse possession.
It's not a horseman, but a possession.
No.
So that makes me more unclear, honestly, the fact that it was
Mhm.
that. I was like, okay, so is he assembling? Or are we like extending the like, well, now the guy that was a horseman is just Apocalypse, and then we have 4 other people that can be the horseman.
Right. Do you want the titles of the next 2 episodes?
Yes, sure, yeah.
So August 5th is called The Dead Man's Hand, and August 12th is Survival of the Fittest. So
Yeah, it
I
sounds like a
guess you get-
two-parter.
you get a Gambit episode, and then you get the Apocalypse Shakedown is my guess, right?
All right. Well, okay, we're at the end. So some Easter eggs. We talked about most of them, but beyond Exodus and Colossus, the roster of the acolytes in this episode,
All my faves.
Rose,
So many.
you were going to feel the same way I do. I was reading this and I was like, this sounds made
Tempo
up.
and random.
Yeah. Was random ever?
Those are
random
just
was
words.
never- Nah.
Yeah.
Random was a member during the Mike Carey run.
Holy shit, you're right.
So okay, all right, nerd,
That's
shut
a
up.
team
Hold
boy.
on. So the Where's Waldo of names, I know like a handful of these. Chrome, Delgado, Frenzy, Miliovoy, Kath is one of the names.
Short for catheter.
Like spelled with a K. Mellencamp, Senyaka, Random, Tempo, Spore, Kamal. I don't even know how to say this name. Gorgoyle? It's like Gargouille.
Yeah. very short-lived acolyte.
Projector,
Gargoyle.
Vindaloo, that's
Yeah, that
food.
one's not
Yeah,
great. That one's
Vindaloo,
bad.
baby.
Yeah, that
Barnacle
one's
Burner.
also his
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's a South Asian character whose power
Of
is to
course.
make heat. Like
Okay,
it's
No.
like
fuck both
Oh
of you
my
for knowing every
God.
single character I just said.
It was 1998. Okay,
That's real bad.
I think that's
Oh.
true. I'm gonna look
yeah,
while
yeah.
you
I think
do the
he's just
list.
only in the Magneto Wars storyline, and that's it.
God, they
Yeah,
loved
it's
doing that, like a race, like
Mhm.
weird, like.
That's I'm sorry, that's so horrible.
Did you become like chicken tikka masala? Like
Yeah.
that's what that is. That's so bad.
At least according to this, it is a code name. This man was not born Vindaloo, but he does have the power of napalm generation, and he is indeed from India. It's not good.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not funny.
Maybe we didn't need that cameo, actually.
Maybe we didn't. Yes. I'm assuming Barnacle is probably. I thought it was Mondo from Generation X. I'm assuming
Nope.
that's who Barnacle is, probably who I thought was Mondo, right?
Yeah.
Got like the weird shit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so, and now I can't remember if he says Nightcrawler quotes Graham Greene when he's fighting Graydon Creed. You cannot conceive, nor can I, the appalling strangeness of the mercy of God is from Brighton Rock by Graham Greene.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Anthony, I am so happy that I could say something that, and you weren't like, well, fucking duh, you idiot.
I sometimes feel like I can feel the writer open another tab and be like,
Yeah.
Christian quote about mercy.
Totally.
You know?
It's sort of the Mike Flanagan way of writing. It's like, oh, I need something to pad out a monologue. Hold on.
Like when Nightcrawler and Graydon are like finish each other's quote, and I'm like, fuck you, neither of you knows that quote.
Yeah.
That's not.
In last episode, the fucking it's a theologian that they quote, and I was like, I don't know who this is. And
Yeah, Polaris knew that.
Beast
Like,
quotes it to Polaris, and Polaris is like, oh, I love when you quote this. And I'm like, what the fuck are
Yeah.
we talking about?
Well, she has a PhD, so I don't know if she's got it in this cartoon, but
but even so,
wasn't it in archaeology
it's
or
in
something?
she's an archaeologist, I think.
Oh,
is
Rose,
correct.
she has a degree, so we're
She's an archaeologist.
I think she's an
Interesting.
archaeologist, yeah.
Mhm.
She's one of the ones
So she's
where
sort of
it's-
Tomb Raider vibes.
She never does anything related to archaeology. She just
well, her boyfriend famously got fucked by that pharaoh, so she's like,
Yes,
maybe
right.
like
oh
this is
yeah,
like
yeah, that I
yeah,
know.
she's
living
Yes.
like-
monolith.
he did the whole
Um,
tickling scene on Havoc, which again, like,
Huh.
how do I get that job? I'm like, but
All right, two things, real quick. Two things. One, Anthony, that little exchange we had reminded me. And I don't know if I ever told you this. There was like a one time when you cut out. And I forget what the Buffy episode was we were talking about, but someone says something in Latin, and I like assumed you knew what it was. And you were like, what do you mean I knew what that is? Why would I know what that is? And I was like, you know that shit. And you cut out, but it was when I did Zencaster, and it still recorded all of you making fun of me. You're like, ooh, I'm Ian. I think Anthony knows Latin. And like it recorded the whole thing. I just couldn't hear you. And
great.
now I forgot what the second thing was. It was something. Oh, Rose. I'm so happy to hear you say that about Mike Flanagan because I do like his stuff, but those monologues drive me a little fucking nuts.
I'm so worried about the Carrie series, and like I don't need Sue Snell to talk about, like how falling off her bike when she was 8 taught her about individuality
too much,
or
right? It's
something,
like, we don't Midnight Mass. I started liking so much more when I skipped the monologues. I'd be like, nope, don't need to watch this part. I do not need to hear this priest boring talk at the pulpit for another 15 minutes. And
I don't know. This is going to be controversial, but I think the worst ones are in Haunting of Hill House.
Ah, really? That's my favorite one.
The rest is confetti. Like, you're not saying anything. That doesn't mean anything. Cup full of stars, get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
I also like, why are you calling this Haunting of Hill House when you've taken one of the great lesbian horror stories and made it like they were sisters, by the way? Like, it drives me insane.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, I made the character that my wife's playing a lesbian, so like that's cool.
I think he does like one for me, one for you is kind of his vibe. I think Midnight Mass was like his book that he never got to make into a TV show, so that's why it's the
So he
wordy
punished
bitch. But
us.
like the
And
Poe
that's why
one
it's
was
also the one of his that I probably like the most.
yeah. Whereas like the Poe one was like this one's just kind of goofy and for the girls, and like
Well,
maybe the
that one
Carrie
was
one will
like
be
he was like, "Oh, I have one more show left in my
yeah,
Netflix deal, so let me come up with something quick."
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that show was like some of them I was like, oh, this is fun, and some of them I was like, what are we fucking doing? Um, yeah, and his wife was the best. His wife often is the best character.
Yeah.
I
Which
mean, that's also the one they had to reshoot entirely because of Frank Langella, right? Like Frank
yes,
Langella got fired after they had finished
they
filming
finished
everything.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
and they had to like refilm. I forget who was the guy they replaced him with. I forget.
the
Was
guy
it
that's in
Mark
all of them.
Hamill? Wait, no.
No,
No,
he's the
Mark
No,
main
Hamill
it's
was
the
his
guy.
guy.
lawyer.
It's the guy from Gerald's Game. What's his name? I don't remember.
Oh.
Like the patriarch of the family in the
Yeah,
Oh,
show.
Yeah,
Like he's the
oh
main.
God. Isn't he
Bruce
also
Greenwood. Bruce
yes, Bruce
Greenwood.
Greenwood, Star Trek. He's the in the J.J. Abrams movie. He's one of the
Oh, he's like Pike,
he's one of the
right?
older men
Yeah.
that I think is hot. So of course
Yeah,
I
right.
that's where my mind.
Yeah, yeah.
He is hot.
Anyway,
All right, so now that we're at the end, we've been doing this. This episode doesn't really have as much. I was keeping favorite look in because there were a lot of civilian looks, which I loved. Um, we can do it for this since I mean, two of you, this is your first time on. Rose, did you have a look that you really liked?
I do like Polaris's, you know,
Yeah.
team look, and yeah, there wasn't anything super exciting. I guess actually Exodus's like whole
That's mine.
thing
Yeah.
is very cunty.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will make that cosplay one of these days. Except I don't want to wear the wig. I don't want to have the.
I hate wearing a wig. I found out like
Yeah.
one Halloween, I was like, I'm just sweating so much in this thing.
Yeah, it's not fun, but you have
yeah.
to suffer through it.
Yeah.
Don't
Also, like
do-
sometimes he's purple and sometimes he's just a normal person, and I
Well,
don't
and then
know
in
which
his like
one.
second appearance, is it Warpath is like, you look Native American to
Yeah,
me? I don't know if I want to
it's
hit you.
really weird. Yeah.
Well, Warpath is confused about the coloring.
Yeah.
So-
Maybe don't bring it up. I don't know.
I recently did a deep dive on April O'Neil because her skin color changed apparently in every single.
Yeah.
Well, and then the weird thing in 2008 where they reveal that she's a living cartoon character.
What?
Yeah, I found that out. We don't need to get into
Anyway,
this.
Anthony,
It's a
so
terrible-
your favorite outfit is Exodus. Brett, what's
I
your
love
favorite
Exodus
outfit?
I have always loved the acolyte costumes. I think back to the 1994 Fleer Colossus card of him like
Yeah.
pulling those
And the
tentacles
cape
apart.
really
He's
pulls
like
it
the cape
together.
and the purple and red and like it was a Julie Bell painting. So
It shouldn't work, but it does. It works really
Yeah.
well.
Muscle
Purple and
muscle
red.
guys never get a cape, and it's nice to have like a muscly guy in a cape for once.
And his
Yeah.
headgear, yeah, and the way that like it looks like an upside down A or an M for Magneto. It's like
The
multi-purpose.
stupid nonsense headgear also works, and I don't know why. Like,
Yeah.
mine is Polaris just because I did like that look on her, and I actually do. I really like those uniforms, but I think Polaris it feels more different. It feels different seeing her in it as everyone else. It's like, yes, that makes sense. Favorite scene, Brett?
Oh God. Like oh man. I mean, I really liked Polaris saving Bishop was. I remember that got me. That got me good. It's
Rose?
good.
I'm gonna say the courtroom scene just because it was so stupid. I was like, why is this happening? It's actually kind of camp.
Anthony?
I also like the courtroom scene, and I specifically also like that it seems like Exodus mostly only did it because he thought it would be funny, and as soon as it stops being funny, he's like, "Oh, fuck this," and just like, like, I like that.
I think mine, it's Nightcrawler when he teleports Braden Creed into the snow. I did like
Oh,
that. And I was glad my baby boy, we were completing that story and not leaving it open-ended where he's like sad about what happened. What grade do we give this episode? I'll go first. I feel like I've been giving a lot of these episodes a B. It's like they have a lot of things I love, but then we're speeding through so many things. Even, and it's not like I wanted more of it, but even the courtroom, it felt so short. It was like 3 minutes, and then Exodus is like, nope, we're done. And it felt, I don't know. I was like, okay. but I liked all the other stuff. I liked Polaris and Bishop. I loved Exodus. I loved seeing all the acolytes. Anthony,
I mean, you're always harsher than me. I feel like it's an A minus for me. It is moving fast, but I feel like there's fewer elements in it where I'm like, we don't need this element. It's like these are all kind of serving the engine of the story. And even when it's like, well, Polaris and Bishop are off on a side quest, it's like, but this is going to matter for Polaris. These questions are pertinent to her. So I like that. I think that people always think a courtroom scene's going to be fun, but they're kind of boring. And I think Exodus was right to be like, let's wrap this sucker up and like let's get to the sword fight. I liked it. It was cute.
all
Good
right.
one.
Brett,
Yeah, I mean, what did I gave last week's a B, right? So
I
I'd
think
say
so,
B
yeah.
plus. I mean, I think I'd like this one a little more just because I like Savage Land and I like Acolytes. Me like Savage Land, me like Acolytes. Me
Great.
Except
have fun.
Vindaloo, who we hate.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I don't even think I mentioned it,
Me.
but yeah,
Yeah.
Bishop and Polaris riding on pterodactyls fucking ruled. I was like, this is
Oh yeah,
stupid and I love it.
yeah, that's great.
Like, as a kid, I would have wanted figures of that. Like, I would have played that with my action
Dino Riders,
figures.
mutant Dino
All right, yeah,
Riders.
yeah.
I like that she was also like, this will be funny. Like, she's like, this is a terrible idea, but do it for the gram.
It's like my
that was
first
cute.
mission back
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
X-Men. We're riding
Yeah.
pterodactyls. I
Let's get
have a
some big
boyfriend now.
guns and
Yeah.
ride a fucking dinosaur. Sign me up. All right, well, thank
Well,
you
what was
all.
Rose's?
Oh wait,
grade?
Oh,
my
right.
favorite,
God.
my
Wow.
grade.
Great God, sorry.
And you know what? Just because of that, I'm giving it a lower grade. No, just kidding. I was already going to give it a C plus
Whoa.
because
Yes.
sorry, I do think like if you cut this episode out of the rest of the season that we've watched so far, like nothing really changes. That, and I have a feeling that will probably still be true at the end of the season. It had some sequences that I liked, and I love Kurt, and so having an episode that focused on him did make me happy. But ultimately, it's a bit of a snooze.
All right, fair enough. I'm surprised that you love Kurt so much because I also like I do, but I always feel like I don't know. I'm like a dipshit softie, and you're not.
I am though. I'm a double cancer. I have a very ooey gooey center.
Oh, maybe that's why we get along. I yeah, thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for listening. If you like Slayerfest 98, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere else you get your podcasts. You can watch the video recording on YouTube because all of our episodes are video recordings. We are on Patreon where we're going through X-Men the Animated Series, Batman the Animated Series, and every episode of Buffy as it turns 25. We have season 6 coming up. We have book club. I know we have a book club this month. We are doing Lily
You have
Anderson's
to
Big
warn me before
Bad.
you say things.
Next month we're starting the Murderbot series. Any and all support is much appreciated. If you want to find us on social, we're at SlayerFestX98. If you want to find me, I'm at Ian X Carlos. Rose, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on various hell sites at Rose Dommu. You can listen to my podcast like a virgin. We do main episodes, and then we also have a Patreon where we do bonus deep dives. You can also read my debut novel, Best Woman, which is out in the US, UK, I believe, Australia, New Zealand. The paperback comes out September 23rd. And look out for my next novel, which I think listeners of this podcast are really going to like.
Nice, nice. Anthony, where can everyone find you?
Well, you can find me on all the hell sites at Mia Koopa, Meakoopa, bad Latin Super Mario joke. If you're in New York, you can catch me at FlameCon. I assume this episode's out before that, so
Yep.
I'll be there at various things. I have a signing, I have panels, whatever. Buy my book, Dayspring. Read my Marvel comics on the app. They did not print them. Whatever. Follow me, buy things. It's nice to be here.
Anthony, if you're in town if you have any extra time, we should try to like actually
Oh
meet
yeah,
up
sure.
since
Are you hitting the floor?
I'm not going to FlameCon, but
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
uh
Yeah.
Brett, where can everyone find you and your writing and my writing?
Yeah, I'm the editor-in-chief of popheist.com, worker-owned pop culture website. Please go there and please give us money because that is I need money, and the site needs money, and we like having money because that's the only thing that matters in a capitalist society. But we have X-Men recaps. We have Canada's Drag Race All Stars recaps from yours truly. And then you can follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Brett White. And I swear I'm going to start doing drag again at Barb Hardley on YouTube. Been sitting on a video for almost a year. I gotta edit.
Oh, that must be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know. It's just VHS, Betamax.
All right, everyone. We will see you next time. Bye.